This week on my sewing journey, I've been working on hanging dish towels. Now, I bought this one commercially, and they are very pricey, but they are very nice. And when I looked it over, I thought I could make this. So I used this as a guide for making the one that I worked on. I'll show you the back of the commercial one. As you notice, it has this unique little fold here, and I duplicated that fold. So the first thing I did was I went through my tiles and I found a damaged one that was a little worn thin in the center. So cutting it, and if I made a mistake, it really wouldn't matter. So the back fold, I folded it the same exact way the commercial one was folded. And I traced the commercial one and added seam allowances on it, as you can see. And when you're doing this, when you're folding this, because the fold is a little bit important. So you'll take yours, and as you can see, this one's the other half of the towel. You come towards the center. You'll fold back this a little bit. Then you'll come and you'll fold back that part a lot to get that fancy fold on the back. Next, you'll get some quilt batting and your top fabric. You'll cut out your top fabric, 2 of these, and I'll leave this there for a second so you can get the measurements for it. And you'll put your quilt batting in and you'll quilt it. Now, what you might want to do, and I wished I had done this on the first one, on the second one I'm definitely going to do this, is no quilt batting at the very, very edges where the seam allowance is. That way when you put your bias tape, I made my own bias tape, but that way when you put your bias tape on it, it's not so bulky. I had to actually be very careful sewing this. I had to hand turn it in certain spots because my machine was trying to break its needle by hitting the throat plate in a different spot. And then you'll start by putting your bias tape on the center first. That's the easiest way. Then next you'll come on the sides, and as you can see, that becomes the spot where you tie it off. So you can piece this, by the way, too, if you need to. So you'll start on the back, folding it over, and then sewing it. And then you come down through folding all this over and sewing straight right down like they did on theirs. I noticed that they did that on theirs. And they have them the same length. I thought mine were the same length, but mine ended up one a little longer than the other. So you'll measure it out so that it's the same. These are the same length. And then you can tie it off. All in all, it was a very easy project to do. I hope you like this idea. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and happy sewing.